Different presentations that are solution focused across multiple sectors, particularly in agriculture, renewable energy, transportation, health and education, which are really at the cornerstone of what we are focusing on as the National Advisory Board for Impact Investing in the country. Our women-led businesses definitely have much greater impact on family life, and everything is being done to ensure that they get all the support that's needed. I would thank Open Capital, and those are the people who helped us in the training sessions that were held for those who will be making presentations today. And I'm sure that by the end of the day, we will all be the better for it.
The challenges of today are global and multifaceted, but inequalities amongst countries implies that some countries are affected more significantly than others. Like Nigeria, several developing countries are yet to fully ascertain the extent of the social and economic disruptions caused by the COVID-19 pandemic and now the war in Ukraine. These are characterized by increasing levels of poverty, inflation, rising food prices, energy crisis, supply chain disruptions, climate change, among others, as we all witness here in Nigeria as well. And unfortunately, there are restrictions or limitations for the government to undertake that initiative. So this is where the private sector comes in. Against this backdrop, that financing local solutions to social impact become critical for sustainable growth. Mobilizing both public and private capital towards impact-focused ventures has the potential to increase productivity, generate employment, reduce poverty, and contribute substantively towards the achievement of the Agenda 20.
Opportunities and challenges at this very important forum. Even for the apathetic fellows, the impact of climate change is becoming ever more prevalent and self-evident, with unprecedented catastrophic events impacting individuals, communities, and entire nations. More than in any other dispensation in human history, the world is increasingly witnessing existential threats in the form of intense drought, heat waves, rising sea levels, storms, melting glaciers, and warming oceans, which all continue to negatively affect people's livelihoods and living conditions. An example is the recent flooding, which impacted about 83 of the 36 states in Nigeria, which resulted in the loss of lives, displacement of more than 1.5 million people, and destruction of assets valued in millions of dollars. As Nigerians and citizens of the world, we have a collective responsibility to preserve and protect the world as we know it from further deterioration by working to reduce the effect of climate change and greenhouse emissions. If you look at what is happening today in this environment, so the headwinds, are quite negative. We got supply chain disruptions due to the war in Ukraine, and also even in our domestic economy, you've seen the flood that ravaged 33 out of the 36 states of the Federation and amounting to huge losses. What we've seen is that already the level of default in the banks beginning to increase. But the comfort we've also seen is that there hasn't been any kind of skyrocketing trend in terms of the growth.